back to the Mason and Maddie podcast. Before we get into the episode, we'd just like to take a second and let you all know where to find us on social media and on streaming services. On social media, you can find us by searching Clear and Obvious Sports. We're currently on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We also have a YouTube page that you can find by searching the same thing. On streaming sites for this podcast specifically, you can find us under Mason and Maddie Podcast. We're available on Spotify, Google, Amazon, and Apple. The best place to look for ways to follow, listen, or contact us is by clicking the link on our social media bios. That link will take you wherever you need to go, whether it be the website, places to listen, anything like that. Thank you for listening, and let's get into the show. All right, welcome back to the Mason and Maddie Podcast. This is episode 4.
Yeah.
And we're going to be covering the NFL championship games this week.
Yes, sir.
So, before we get into this, I think we saw the business side of the NFL this week.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In multiple ways.
Mm-hmm.
They got the storyline they wanted.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from the teams that made the Super Bowl, because they're both really good teams.
Yeah, but everything worked in their favor.
But,
all the publicity and topics to talk about, yeah.
In the spirit of that, we'll start with the NFC Championship game, Packers and Bucks.
It was a good game. I mean, I didn't watch the first quarter and a half because I was out doing something. But when I got back, I saw the score like 21-10, and I was like, "Oh snap! Packers getting rocked." What about you? Did you see the game?
I saw most of it. It kind of felt like, I don't know. It kind of felt like the Steelers-Browns game, where they just got themselves out of it too early on.
Yeah.
But I think the Packers had a lot more chances to get back into the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. They punted they had the ball a couple times and they could have taken the lead.
Because Brady threw 3 interceptions, so they turned it over 3 times, and then they only scored 6 points off of that.
Yeah.
Because they scored the touchdown and then didn't get the conversion.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to draft time, I don't want to hear a word from a Packers fan about how Aaron Rodgers doesn't have weapons.
Yes. Oh my God, for sure.
That's not why they lost. I'll tell you why they lost. Kevin King. Kevin King is why they lost.
Yep,
their secondary
for sure,
sucks.
definitely. Yeah. I mean, Alexander had 2 picks, right? Either way.
Yeah, but he's it.
Yeah, that's all they got, and they signed this one dude who's like 37. I think his name's Jermaine Kearse.
They signed Tramon Williams
off the Ravens.
Off the Ravens roster. He's 37.
Williams, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, they signed him in the middle of the week, and that's when you knew they were panicking.
Yeah. It's the loss, even though Antonio Brown was out that game too, so they were down a receiver as well.
I mean, the Packers they stopped running the ball way too early.
Yeah. For sure.
Because out of the last 3 drives, they ran the ball maybe once. On that field goal drive, they ran it a couple times, which they shouldn't have kicked a field goal there. You don't do that. They
just went for too many field goals, dude. They're not like aggressive like other teams such as the Browns, the Ravens, going for the 4th down plays, but they never do. They're not aggressive.
I think they're relatively aggressive, but that was not the time.
I mean, it makes sense. They don't trust their defense.
It's not the time to get soft. You're down by 8 with like 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
You got 4th and goal. You just go for it.
Exactly. I mean, I understand they had the 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts, but like trusting that defense.
I mean, their defense would have got it done if it also wasn't for Kevin King, because that was a 3rd down play. Which I mean, it looks like holding, but that wasn't the call on the field. It was pass interference, and I don't know if that was catchable because that looked too high.
Yeah.
It didn't look too out in front, but it did look too high for him to catch it.
Yeah.
And there were a couple.
Who was the pass to again?
I think it was to Godwin.
Yeah. Godwin had a great
to Johnson,
game.
But yeah, Godwin played really well. 5 for 110.
Even Evans did too. As much as I don't like him, he did play pretty well as well.
Yeah, he was 3 for 51 with a touchdown. 8 targets though.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, their whole entire receiving core played very well.
I think the Packers coached themselves out of that game for sure. Because, second half,
Yeah.
it went Brady interception, Green Bay touchdown, Brady interception, Green Bay punt, Brady interception, Green Bay punt. He threw 3 picks in a row. You get 1 touchdown, you don't get the 2-point conversion, then you punt on 2 straight 3-and-outs.
Yeah, and those picks look like he was purposely giving the Packers the ball.
And Brady didn't play great either. I mean, 3 touchdowns is good. He only got sacked once, but his QBR is like 75. That's like right in the middle. That's average at best.
Yeah.
And 20 for 36, under 300 yards.
Did he outduel Rodgers?
No, because the Packers threw it way too much. He did have a better QBR than Rodgers, though.
Oh, okay.
The Tampa Bay pass rush was ridiculous yesterday. Shaq Barrett is one crazy talented motherfucker.
Yeah, their defense is slept on for sure. Like, they're going to give Mahomes a problem.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be a problem against the Chiefs. Especially the pass rush for sure is going to be probably what decides the game.
But yeah, the Packers lost that on their own. That's their own fault. They lost that on themselves. You know, it was a dumb decision to kick the field goal. Should have went for it. They have Devontae Adams, which is probably the most physical receiver in the league. Aaron Jones, and then the Williams dude was also cooking. Like, I don't understand.
Jones did go out with an injury, but you've still got 2 capable backups. That doesn't mean you stop running the ball.
Exactly.
Because, Jamal Williams was 7 for 23, which is like 3.3 yards a carry, but that's not bad numbers. A.J. Dillon was 3 for 17. I mean, your 2 backups got 10 carries combined. And the drives when they weren't running the ball, that's not when you need to move the ball down the field the quickest.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them started with 12 minutes left in the quarter, and the other one started with 9 minutes left in the quarter. If you're down by 5 and you're down by 8, that doesn't mean you stop running the ball. The only time you stop running the ball is when you really got to get it on the field quickly.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like they were cooking. Like, they scored, 14 on it?
Yeah, their defense really stepped up in the second half.
Yeah. I was like, okay, this might be a comeback.
Field goal drive and the very last drive, they did really well.
Mm-hmm.
But they only forced Tampa to punt twice.
Yeah. Sad. I think, and I had the Packers winning that as well. I really wanted to see Rodgers to get another ring.
Yeah, we both had the Packers and the Bills going, so we both went 0 for 2.
Damn. And like, even in the press conference, even Rodgers said like it wasn't his decision to do that.
He also said that he's unsure that he's going to come back to Green Bay next year.
He is?
He said he wasn't sure.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't sure. I mean, why? Why would you leave such a great franchise? That's such a dumb decision, you know? You guys have a great team. Your defense is starting to step up. Like, come on. Like, Brady's going to be out the picture in another 2 years. Rodgers has maybe a good five years left. And it's just going to be Mahomes. Mahomes is really just Mahomes, Josh Allen are the really 2 QBs that you need to look out for. So I don't know why he's mad about it.
Yeah, I was starting to think kind of last year and more this year that he's kind of becoming less of a selfish person. He seems like he's been really selfish so far in his career. And then he seemed happy this year. But after that, I don't know who you blame but yourself. Like, you can blame the coaching staff for that bad decision, but you didn't have a good game either.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's on them.
And you're the quarterback. you can call your own plays if you need to, or if you think you need to.
Exactly.
If you think you're not doing something enough, audible or switch it in the huddle or do something else.
I mean, I understand because like what the Packers have had how many winning seasons since the last time they went to the Super Bowl? They've had a couple and still haven't made it. So
I think
I understand his
he's, what is he,
frustration.
1-4 now in NFC Championship games?
Yeah, 1-4 in championship games. 4. He had 4 chances, bro. 4 chances to go to the Super Bowl and lost. You know who else has that record? I saw someone talking about what's his name? McDowell something.
Oh,
Some black
Donovan McNabb.
quarterback. Yeah, it's him. He has the same record as well. That's crazy. But yeah, I understand. He had 4 chances at a ring.
I mean, I think
That
every
just
time
lost.
that they've lost one, it's been on their defense. It's not because he doesn't have weapons.
Yeah, it has been.
I mean, Kevin King was
Yeah,
the cornerback in
it has
coverage on
been.
all 3 of Brady's touchdowns. Last year, they
Mhm.
lost to the 49ers because they got run all over.
Yeah.
They lost to the Falcons the year the Patriots beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl. That game was never close. It was 44-21. And then
They played the Rams in that when the Rams
no, they
Super
didn't
Bowl.
make it. They either lost to the Rams or the
Okay.
Saints. That was 2019. Or did they just have a bad year? I don't even remember.
Or did they play the Vikings? I just remember the Vikings going up a couple times. Green Bay usually beats the Vikings. Yeah.
There's just some teams that like fall off unbelievably quickly. Like after that Super Bowl run, the Falcons never did anything else. The Eagles haven't done anything.
Mhm.
The Vikings challenged for the playoffs a couple times, and they were like bottom of their division, tied with Detroit this year. The Niners might be on that downhill slide too.
Yeah, they just had a bunch of injuries this year. That's what really stopped them.
I really hope that that's what stopped the Niners from being that good, because they were kind of fun to watch. I know they were mostly a running team, but like it's just Shanahan can cook up a whole lot of cool shit.
Yeah, and their best runner just kept on getting injured. That man's fast.
Mostert?
What's his name? Yeah, he's fast. Like he came out of nowhere. Like I remember when they played the Ravens last year, he ran all over us.
Didn't they have 2 or 3 guys that year that they would just kind of rotate?
Yeah, but he would just get those big runs.
Yeah, he was
down
a
the
faster
sideline.
guy. I think Matt Breida was like more of a power pack, which I don't know why they traded him to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't know why they got rid of him.
But yeah, hopefully they should be good. Do they? I don't. Do they still have Jimmy? Or
He
did they
was
trade
hurt
him?
most of the year, but they'll still have him next year.
Okay, Kittle is still there. Bosa should be better.
Yeah,
They
when
should
you
have
just
their
think
team
of all
by
the
next
guys
year.
that they lost to injury, it kind of makes sense why they were that bad.
They lost all their playmakers. They don't really have any receivers besides like
No, they had
big
Emmanuel
name
Sanders,
receivers.
who's old, but that was one of their top guys. Yeah.
Didn't he go to the Saints? What to say? He doesn't seem old to me. Every time I think of him like a 25, 26-year-old. I didn't know he was in the league that long. He's like a Ted Ginn Jr., someone you know, but
Yeah, one of the guys that's just kind of like ageless.
Yeah, he's average. He's not. He may have that one big game, but like that's it. So Packers lost. Brady is in his 10th Super Bowl. 10th Super Bowl. 10. That's a whole lot of Super Bowls.
As much as I hated the Patriots, as much as I hated Brady for the entire time he was there, I really hope they win.
And I mean, yeah, go out with a bang. I mean, yeah, he still has another year. So actually, I don't really want him to win. Actually, I don't even know what I'm saying. I keep forgetting they're going against
I'd
Mahomes.
rather
I don't
have
want Mahomes to get a second
Brady.
ring.
I want Brady to beat him so badly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And they have a lot of players on the team that actually deserve a ring. Like Evans has been in the league for a bit. He's been playing with Winston for the longest time. He definitely deserves a ring. Godwin needs a ring before he leaves.
I mean, just Bruce Arians is the coach.
Fournette
he
needs
deserves a
one.
ring. He's never had one. Maybe he's got one as a coordinator for the Steelers,
exactly.
but other than that.
Exactly. Like that's a young team. That's like a good, and I mean Antonio Brown getting a ring. I don't think he's had a ring yet. Has he?
The Steelers didn't do anything with him.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean I guess most of their team deserves a ring. I don't want to see the Chiefs because they're such a. I hate Chiefs fans as well. They're so cocky.
Tampa deserves it more, and their fans deserve it more.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely going for Tampa on this game. Like I hate Chiefs fans and I hate Bills fans and Packers fans.
I mean, it's kind of annoying how loud Bills fans are, but at the same time, just the Bills Mafia kind of moniker is just insane how big that is.
Yeah, it is big. It's probably one of the most famous fan bases, Bills Mafia in the NFL.
I saw a whole bunch of memes last night after they lost. So like, folding tables are going to start jumping on Bills fans now. Did you see they fucking I think it was a Shields in Buffalo or something that was like selling those tables for like 50 cents just to see if you could break them or something like that, like before the game.
Mm-hmm. Damn. So then we should let's just go on to the next game. Bills,
I think
Chiefs.
That's kind of the more glaring version of the NFL's business side coming out.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Mahomes shouldn't have played that game. No, this man was in concussion protocol. They rushed everything. He literally had limited snaps.
Any other time and any other quarterback, they would not have played.
And no, that was in the regular season. No, they would have sat him up. Like everyone wanted to see Mahomes and Josh Allen. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mahomes played well.
Yeah, he played having a concussion. Really well.
He played pretty well.
But just protocol-wise, no, he should not have played.
No, not at all. It just shows you how much the NFL cares about Mahomes. Like, I don't think I've seen any hate on him either. Much as I hate the guy, I don't see any hate on him.
Not really, because you can't really hate on him when.
Hey, there's nothing to hate. You can only hate his success. That's literally the only thing you can really hate on. Just like, how can he be so good, dude? It makes no sense. No matter what, Texas Tech, one of the best QBs out of Texas Tech. Come on. Sad. But yeah, I feel like it was a decent game. The Bills were never in it. They lost the game for themselves for sure. Like, how do you guys were up? Wait, were they up 9-0? Exactly. Y'all had a big stop on the punt return, getting the ball back. Like, come on, you guys went 9-0 and y'all still lost. You lose that.
And yeah, it was really on display that they don't have a rushing game again. And it finally came back to
not at all. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they ever had. I mean, Singletary.
Josh Allen again led the team in carries and yardage.
For rushing, yeah, he had a couple long 15-yard rushes.
mean, Diggs, I think he was kind of shut down for the most part.
Oh yeah, yeah. Diggs is dang. They did a good job. Like the Chiefs' defense is actually a top
Yeah,
five
their defense
defense in
is
my opinion.
underrated because of how much
Yeah,
firepower is on
very
the offense. Nobody talks about the defense.
exact. Like their team is crazy. Like that's a super team right there. I don't know how they were able to do it with the cap
No,
room
they're
and
really.
everything,
I think they're going to start to
but
struggle with cap room.
yeah, for sure. After this season, like all these players are gonna want this money, especially if
They
they
have
win
to
the
go
Super
back
Bowl
to
as well.
back, and then they've got anybody on expiring contracts.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Le'Veon Bell's on there too. He just went. I mean, yeah, he made the smart decision. He took less money to get on a super team.
I mean, I would do that too if I wanted to win.
Same. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was getting paid hella at the Jets, but like he left them just to be on a good team. Like, yeah, I would do that. Yeah, for a ring. Yeah, I'd take less cash.
So I'm sure there's going to be some guys on
But
the
yeah,
roster that are going to do that just to stay in a good situation. But there's going to
yeah,
be other guys, just anybody young.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, the Bills lost that game in my opinion. Like, what's it called? You remember watching the end of
Yeah,
the game where they scored and they got the onside kick. And they actually recovered it, and I was like, hold up, they just need what? They missed it. They should have. They did. I don't know why they went for the 2 point conversion.
yeah, I have no idea.
Like that really messed them up. Turned it turned it into a 3-score game. So I don't know why they did that. That was on them. And then after they got the ball back and like I think he threw it to Diggs, I think, or some I don't know. He threw like a 40-yard pass to get him
Yeah,
in the 20. And I was like, okay, that was just one pass in. They used like what, maybe like 30 seconds on that drive. And then all of a sudden it all messed up. That was all on them. Josh Allen threw the ball at the guy's helmet, which was so unnecessary. I don't know why he took that sack after all. Like that was like a 28-yard sack
yeah. There's just some
or
plays where the
18-yard
guys
sack.
just
I
keep
mean,
running backwards. Like, just throw the ball away.
like just throw it away. Like that's like probably one of the most broken things a quarterback can have. Like instead of being sacked, just throw it away. Don't lose any yards. But he just kept on going back and back and
I
back
mean,
and
it's
back.
always the younger guys that do that. I'm sure it's like a learning curve to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Lamar
Even
did it.
Lamar does it as well. Like he never throws
Mahomes
it
did it
away.
against the Dolphins earlier this year. Russell
Yeah.
Wilson still does it, even though he's like 30.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't understand that. Like, especially knowing Lamar, like you have your legs and all. Like, come on, dude. Like, he never throws it away. But anyways, yeah, that was all on Josh Allen, you know. And then when he went down, throwing the helmet at the guy's head was so unnecessary.
I mean, yeah, and their defense just couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
They did okay against the rush, but I mean,
Yeah.
they couldn't get to Mahomes either.
No, that man was unstoppable. Did you see that pass to
Yeah,
Kelsey
that
when
was
he
a
was
good
like
one.
on the move? He's good. Like this is what his fourth season. His third
Yeah, I
season,
think
right?
so.
Yeah. His third season. This man is
I mean,
so
technically
good, dude. Oh my.
it's his fourth, but
I don't know.
he sat behind Alex Smith for a year.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dude. I mean, yeah, if you give somebody weapons, you see what happens. That's the definition of giving someone weapons. You have Tyreek Hill, Hardman, Kelsey, Le'Veon Bell. Like he has weapons, so it just shows how any team can be
I mean,
good
I
with
want to see
weapons.
him play without weapons again and see how good he actually is.
Yeah, without weapons. And if he can perform, then yeah, he's the best quarterback in the league
Because there's some talk about if he beats Brady in the Super Bowl, then he's the greatest quarterback ever, and that's a bunch of bullshit.
of all time. Yeah, no. I mean, he does. He's not even close to Brady's resume or Breeze or Rogers.
I mean, this is Brady's 10th Super Bowl, like you said before. He's already won 6. So
Yeah.
he's 6-3 right now.
6 rings. He already filled up a hand. Holy crap. Like 6? He can fit all those rings. Damn. Imagine if he won every single one. He'd have,
Yeah, he'd have
10 rings.
both of his hands would be full right now.
God damn. That would be that's crazy. But Mahomes, I hate how he's in the AFC. He's gonna be the next. The Chiefs are gonna be the next like Patriots. You know, like they always destroy. Like I know you as a Steelers fan, as a Ravens fan, AFC Championship games or divisional games, we always get destroyed by the Patriots. You know, it's gonna be the Chiefs this time, every single year.
I mean, I'd rather lose to the Chiefs than what the Patriots would beat us with offensively.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the thing was, Brady
I
could
hated
do it
Gronk.
without an offense.
Yeah, he still made it to the playoffs his last year with the
Yeah, I mean they
Patriots when
lost
they had nobody.
in their first game, but I mean
Yeah,
he still got him there.
I would blame it was a defense. Yeah, exactly. That's like crazy. I don't. Yeah, he only had Edelman, who was that man's old as
No,
hell.
he's old, he's short, he's hurt most of the time.
Yeah, he's like a Cole Beasley. Cole
Yeah,
Beasley did
he
good
outplayed
actually in the Chiefs
Stephon
game.
Diggs.
I think he was the top receiver. Yeah, man, man's decent for an old guy. And then Tyreek Hill, oh my dude, they could not stop him. That man's fast and he's short
Yeah, the
too.
Bills, their defense just isn't it.
No, like I don't understand how they beat
It's not a
us
terrible
with
defense,
that
but it's
defense.
not
Like they
elite.
destroyed.
And it's
Yeah,
not going to shut down an elite
yeah,
offense like the Chiefs.
yeah. Like they outplayed us, which was impressive. And then I don't know what happened. Like typically they're bad against the run. That's their
I mean, the
defense. They're
Chiefs
bad
would be
against the run.
easy to stop if it was possible because you know they're going to look for
Mm-hmm.
Hill and you know they're going to look for Kelsey.
For
But those
Kelsey,
guys are
yeah.
so hard to cover.
And then they have those.
You can't cover both
Yeah,
of
they
them at the
are.
same
Kelsey
time.
is. I mean, exactly. You can't run double coverage on them,
I
and
mean,
he's gonna have someone else open. Kelsey had what? The second most receiving yards, and he's a tight end.
Tied for 5th in touchdowns, tied for 5th in receptions.
As a tight end, dude, this man's crazy.
I think their only problem is that he's 31 right now.
Oh, really?
He really does.
He doesn't even. He looks young too.
So maybe that
really
means that age won't be a factor for a while. But I mean, I guess that remains to be seen.
Like, what's the average retiring age for a tight end? Like
Vance
35,
McDonald retired
37?
this week. I think he's like 32 or 33. Greg Olson just retired, but he's older than that. He's been in the league for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think the only guy I could really compare him to, maybe Tony Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm. Or Jimmy Graham
a little bit, but Tony Gonzalez was way more athletic.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. He was in the league for 17 years. Jesus Christ.
Oh, damn.
He played 12 for the Chiefs and 5 for the Falcons.
I didn't even know he played for the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs from 97 to 08, and then the Falcons from 09 to 13. Yeah,
Wasn't he better on the Falcons?
His career stats are ridiculous. 6-time first team All-Pro.
Probably the greatest.
4-time second team All-Pro. 14 Pro Bowls. The only year he didn't go was 2009. Yeah. Or else he would have had a 15-year run from 99 to 2013.
He didn't get a ring though, right?
In 2004. It was the all-decade team in the 2000s. Made the all-time team. He's in the Chiefs Hall of Fame. But no Super Bowl ring.
Damn. I Feel bad for people with good ass careers like that and never get a ring.
Yeah, just guys on the wrong team.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know why the Falcons haven't gotten a ring. Like, they've always been a decent team. I mean, now they're not. They suck ass. But Matt Ryan was good in his days. I don't know why they never got a ring.
I mean, the Falcons are either 12-4 or they're 4-12.
Yeah, either one. They either get a really good ass winning season or they just suck
And
ass.
it's never, you can't usually
They
tell
lose.
why. Because there's not a whole lot of fluctuation in their roster. So you're like, what's the big difference here?
Mm.
Or why is the same team that just made the Super Bowl not even making the playoffs?
Yeah.
Right now, Tony Gonzalez holds the total or the NFL records for receiving yards and receptions by a tight end. And he's third all-time in receptions behind Jerry Rice and Larry Fitzgerald. That is fucking insane.
Yeah, Kelsey. I mean, yeah, I don't. Maybe Kelsey might beat it because now he's just starting to cook. Like, he's just starting to get good.
Let's see if I can find his all-time stats.
Like this year and last year was probably his best years. And Tyreek Hill, oh my man almost had 200 yards against the Bills.
Yeah, they couldn't stop him.
That 70-yard run, like, damn, he was running, 20 miles an hour right there?
Just the speed that him and McCole Hardman can get up to is just, it's unreal.
Yeah. Imagine them running without, like, pads. Like, I remember seeing some article about him being on the Olympic team. Like, on the track team. Like, yeah, he was hella good at track, but, like, I think he was on the United States Olympic
He
team.
probably could be.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, running without those pads, that man could probably hit 25 miles. So fast. And if the Chiefs do win the Super Bowl and they give the MVP to Mahomes, I'm gonna be even more mad. Like 2-time Super Bowl MVP 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to see like, I guess how he plays. I'm sure he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would almost be surprised if he didn't get it, even if they lost.
Yeah. I don't know why they always give it to the quarterbacks.
Because usually it's not even, like, sometimes it's not even because of one player.
Yeah. But now that I think of it, Flacco is a Super Bowl winner and Super Bowl MVP, and where is he? That's crazy. I don't know how he fell off so bad.
He fell off bad, like, real quick.
Bad. After that Super Bowl win, I think we made it to the AFC either divisional or championship the next year and then lost. And then after that, we just had losing seasons.
Kelsey right now is 10th in receiving yards all time for tight end.
Okay. He plays for another 5 years, keeps getting 1,000 yards. Yeah, he'll get up
because
there.
he's played like 160 less games though.
Oh yeah, he'll catch up. Yeah. Kelsey's got this, and like I mean, I can't really tell if he's a good player like outside. I mean, he's sort of a little cocky, but I understand because there's no tight end in the league that can go like compete with him.
Asshole to me, but
yeah, he looks like an asshole. He gives me that asshole vibe, you know. But yeah, I mean, you gotta give it to him. There's no tight end in the league that is up there with him. Nobody. Like maybe Waller next year, maybe.
There's nobody that can compare to him.
Nobody can catch up to him. Like, yeah, nobody. I can't even think of anybody. I mean, not even Gronk. Gronk didn't even play
No,
well this year.
I think Gronk is kind of
But
washed, but he's there because Brady's there.
he is what? Yeah, but still, he left the league for what, 2 years?
1 or 2, yeah. Didn't he? Oh yeah, he retired in order to get out of getting traded to the Lions.
And then he did WWE. I saw stuff about him being a porn star or something like that.
I think he was fucking a
That
porn
man
star.
is
I don't know if he
wild.
was one.
So he was going wild though. He did a hell of shit like WWE.
I mean, he's been wild for a while. There's no way that man does not have CTE.
Oh, he has a bunch of STDs as well.
He's a walking concussion. There's never
Yeah.
not a time where he doesn't look like dazed.
Yeah. He wants to solve it. He looks like the type of guy who wants to solve everything with like violence.
Probably.
Just wants to fight.
Or instead of actually fighting you, he'd see who could shotgun a beer faster.
Probably. It's crazy how him and Brady are like the bestest of friends.
I mean, he was his best receiving threat for the longest time. Because Belichick wouldn't go get him an actual receiver.
I mean, I don't know. Most of their receivers are. Who's it? I mean, Amendola was all right, but now he plays for the Lions.
For a while.
One of them.
He ended up going to the Broncos. I think he was better there. They had like Randy Moss in his last couple seasons. Did they have Ochocinco for like a year or two?
Who's the dude who killed himself? Oh yeah, he was good. Yeah, he was decent on the Patriots. What did he go to jail for?
I think.
Oh my god. And didn't he have like a thing with like a prison mate or something like that? I knew he was gay.
I think that was the allegation after he killed himself.
Damn. Just wasted talent, dude.
I saw some stat the other day that I think it was the 2010 Florida Gators roster.
Yeah.
There were like 122 guys on the roster, and like 41 of them have been arrested.
Oh, wow. I mean, I don't understand that. You're making millions in the NFL. Why would you need to go out and murder people?
Not murder somebody.
Like it's like these NFL players break the easiest rules. Like, one, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything. Two, don't do any dumb crimes. Don't do drugs. Like, come on. Like, wait till you retire and you can go crazy. Stop speeding. Like, most of them get like DUIs and shit. Like, come on, dude.
I mean, even OJ. I think OJ waited until he was retired to murder somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's the most common crime with all NFL players is DUIs drugs related stuff.
Yeah,
Ray Lewis
OJ Simpson, too. Aaron Hernandez.
Rice White, Kareem Hunt beat some girl.
Yeah, it's simple shit.
Like, come on,
DUIs, bro. Or it's abuse and murder.
Yeah, like Antonio Brown with the trainers. Like, come on, bro. Really? You could go fuck with a prostitute. Don't fuck
Peterson
with your trainer,
with his kids.
Oh, Michael Vick with some dogs. Like, come on. Fighting dogs, really?
It's so weird how quickly fame and money can go and just fuck up the human head.
Yeah. Exactly. You get to you.
But I mean, if you are going from literally nothing to like a millionaire first round pick,
something,
then I mean, I would probably lose my shit too.
Yeah, I'd be spending a lot. Yeah, I'd spend $1 million on nearly a weekend. But after that, like once I get settled, like after a year, then I'll calm down. But still, you need to think to yourself. You need to calm down and think, hey, I can't mess this up.
I mean, it can't be that
Damn.
hard to be an
Oh well.
adult.
Yeah, like yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, your mind is fully developed. Yeah, you still go out and do stupid shit. I mean, maybe they have the mindset that money can buy anything. Like they can get out with money
Probably.
and shit like that. Like a get out of jail free card. I mean, I guess I understand that. Like if I knew I had a get out of jail free card, I'd go bazonk. Like I'd go do shit. But
So you said you
what's it
wanted to
called?
talk about the Ravens this
Back to
week?
the yeah. So I've been like, on the river for a bit, and they've made some really, really, really dumb decisions. So one, they released Mark Ingram, which he would. I mean, Mark Ingram is probably the most respected player in the NFL. He's such a great guy. Like he's a really good guy. Like on the like he was the best hype man. He coached up Dobbins. Like he's just a great player, and I hope he gets picked up this offseason by some team. Like he still has it. Like
I mean, does waiving him actually
still got
give
it.
you any extra cap space?
He did. We got 5 million extra in cap room. Question is, are we going to use it? Knowing the Ravens, no, we're dumb as shit
I mean,
when it
who are you
comes
even
to
going to spend it
free
on?
agency.
Because $5 million is not enough for somebody talented.
That's the main thing. Like we all Ravens fans want right now. We want Allen Robinson, which we know probably won't happen because that man will not leave to go to to get less targets and less yards. He would. Like that's the thing. That's what we want. We want a receiver who is willing to sacrifice that.
I mean, I'm
But no
sure he'd be
receiver would want to do
happier in
that.
Baltimore than in Chicago with a better quarterback.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other teams that are also
He's
going
just,
for
he's going to go
Robinson.
wherever the money's at.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's taking that top off
He
and
got the
making sure
money
that's
from
a decent
Chicago, and now he
quarterback.
wants to go somewhere else and
But yeah,
get some more money.
exactly. And I mean, there was a tweet that he liked on Twitter that I saw. It was about him going to the Ravens, and he liked it. So that gave us some
You're going to
hope,
need more than $5 million to
But
get
it's
him to
just,
stay there.
oh yeah, because like that's the thing. Yeah, we really want him. Like, if I was the Ravens like GM, I would, if I was, I think it's Eric DeCosta. Yeah, I would put out the biggest offer. Like, I'd ask him how much he wanted. You know, for him to come here. Like, he would be he would be great. He's physical. Lamar could rely on him. Like, if Lamar is like scrambling instead of like running each time, because Lamar's gonna get hurt. Like, be honest. Like, he's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get
kind of
hurt really
surprised he
bad one of
hasn't
these
gotten
years. So
hurt yet.
he's gonna get like rocked one of these days and just be out for the rest of the season. So having a receiver like Allen Robinson who he could trust and go for the ball,
I mean, he
will
has
be
started to
good.
protect himself more on the run and get down quicker.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm. But he never slides. He never slides. I don't think I've seen him slide once this year. He dives head first or tries to get some extra yards. He never slides. It's gonna come back and bite him.
it's kind of a miracle for you guys that
So
he's avoided
yeah,
injury as long as he has.
that concussion was definitely scary, but he should be good. I mean, either way, like if he had that concussion and we ended up beating the Bills, I think for business as well, he would have played against the Chiefs.
I mean, his might have been. I don't know. It might not have been as serious.
It didn't seem like it when he was walking back to the locker room. He seemed like he was okay. Like he wanted to get out there, but like due to rules or whatever, I was surprised he didn't even come back. Like due to NFL and being a business, like him not coming back was surprising. But yeah, we want Allen Robinson. That's our main thing. And then Lamar, also is going to get his new contract this year. So that's also going to take up a lot of space. So, if Allen Robinson really wants to come here, Lamar's going to have to take a less.
One of them is
he's
going to
have
need to
take
take less
cash.
money, and I don't know that either one of them does that.
Yeah, and Lamar, his mom's his agent, so like, I don't know if the Ravens are going to try and fuck him over or something like that, but he definitely. I mean, it seems like we have our quarterback, so I'd give him the big term, long term deal, that 5 year, because he has a 5 year option this year.
It bothers me in any sport when your parent or your family member is your agent. I don't think that ever really goes well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's gone well so far. I mean, Lamar had that really, really good connection with his mom, Like I keep forgetting that he lost his dad and grandpa or grandma on the same day. They both died on the same day. Like, that's kind of hard. Like, not even to be funny or anything. Like that's hard. But what do you think? What type of deal do you think Lamar deserves as like our starting QB for the next couple 10, 15 years?
Well, first of all, I don't think he'll last for 10 or 15 more years.
If he stays healthy and learns how to throw, maybe.
If he sticks to throwing. But he's not going to do that. He's a running back.
He has to. I mean, he has to, because Michael Vick still averaged above 200 passing yards a game. If Lamar can do that, then he'll be good. 200 passing and 100 rushing each game.
Well,
boom.
But then are you going to be happier when you can't run anymore?
Yeah, you're right. Like, that's the thing. We have Gus Edwards and Dobbins. Like, we don't need to run the ball all the time. I don't know why Greg Roman. That's another thing. Why is he still here? I hate Greg Roman. I don't know why he's still here. I watched the press conference with John Harbaugh, and he said Greg Roman's going to stay, which is the dumbest thing. I don't know if you know Greg Roman too much, but
was he somewhere before the Ravens? I know his name.
Yes, he was. He was offense coordinator for the 49ers with Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, so we brought him here to Baltimore thinking like, hey, Kaepernick he's a running quarterback. Let me do the same with Lamar. And look at what happened to Kaepernick. It's so dumb, and he's running all these dumb plays that get Lamar hurt. Like, potential, like, Lamar can actually get hurt from these plays. That's the reason why we lost to the Bills. He has shitty ass plays.
Yeah, you need a better
we need offensive coordinator for sure. I don't know why he's staying. He's either better, he better clean his act up or something. Like, our defensive coordinator is staying as well. I think Martindale. Like, I was surprised he's still staying. Like, he actually deserves a head coach job.
I mean, your defense isn't that bad.
Yeah, it isn't. It's all right. Our secondary could use some work. I don't know why we have Humphrey and Peters, Pro Bowl, players, but yet our secondary is still really weak, and our pass rush is weak as well. So a lot of players are gonna leave this offseason. Like, yeah, you know who else we just dropped today? We just our long snapper, Morgan Cox. I don't know why. After 11 years, they just dropped him. Dropped his ass. He didn't retire or anything. They dropped him. Don't know why.
He's gonna retire,
he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I don't think so. He still has it in him. He was part of that Wolfpack. Him, Cook, and Tucker. I don't know why.
Maybe it's something to do with cap space.
I think Cook,
I don't know
our
if
punter's
it makes any difference between cutting him and just letting him retire.
I guess, but like, long snappers don't make a lot.
I mean, from the moves that you're gonna have to make and the moves that you want to make, you're kind of strapped for cash right now.
Yeah. And we have for our pass rushes, we have Unique Ngakoue, Matt Judon, and Bowser. So those are the three that we're deciding to either keep or stay. And Judon is asking $20 million a year. Yeah, I don't know why. He's not even up there. He played well, but like, still, I out of those three, I'd keep Judon because like he can do more than just being a pass rusher. You know, he could be a spy, stop the run. He could do all of that. While Unique Ngakwe is just the pass rusher.
I mean, the headline that I can see is that
So
2 days ago it said that he won, like he was looking for 20 million, but then yesterday he denied it.
yeah. In his head, he knows he wants it. He's gonna ask for that money. I mean, who wouldn't? You know, he's had a decent season, and he doesn't look happy on the Ravens. Like I've been seeing like Marlon Humphrey. He does his lives on the airplane. Everyone's hyped besides him. Like you could tell he's not happy in Baltimore. Like I could see him leaving. And Snead is leaving
I mean,
for sure.
that's more of a win for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, like I mean, he's all right, but like he's ain't bad. Des Bryant, we don't know what about him yet. I hope he stays another year. Because he's good. He's like he brings good moral support. For the receivers. And let's see. Hopefully, Hollywood Brown can convince his cousin to come to our team, Antonio Brown. Maybe. I mean, it depends. If Tampa Bay wins the Super Bowl, yeah, he's staying there. I'd like him on the Ravens. We just need to fix our pass. That's really it. Fire our OC, fix our pass. Our passing's so bad. Like if the AFC is going to be tough next year. You got Josh Allen, Mahomes, Big Ben, or possibly Haskins. Like that was actually a good pick by you guys picking up Haskins.
I don't hate it.
Impressed. It's good. Like Tomlin can fix him up. Turn him into a dual threat. Like he has an arm.
Weapons here than there were in Washington.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he has an arm. So, and then the Jaguars are gonna have Trevor Lawrence.
We'll see.
Bengals got Burrow.
Because they still are not for sure that they even want him, which does not make sense to me. But they won't commit to taking him at the number 1 spot.
Good. I mean, you should, or possibly trade that pick. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't trade. Yeah, just pick up Lawrence.
No, there's not a whole lot to trade it for because I think the Jets are the only team with 2 picks in the first round.
Yeah.
And I don't see the Jets wanting to move so badly for Lawrence because I don't think they're going to look for a quarterback.
I mean, I've heard rumors of Watson going to either the Jets or the Dolphins. That's his main 2 picks, is what I've seen on social media. And I think if Watson went to the Jets, that would be the best
for him. With the Jets, because I don't think the Dolphins are ready to move off of Tua, and I think it would be really stupid to do that.
No.
And now that they've hopefully switched turn their franchise around for the better, which it looks like they have,
and pick up like Devontae Smith.
There's no reason to send Tua to the Texans.
Yeah, like they actually had a decent season for the first time.
Because he played well when he was healthy.
Yep.
And they just drafted him last year.
Yeah. And don't they have like projected Devontae Smith going to the Dolphins? So that's a whole nother good ass pick as well. It's a good pickup. Like the Dolphins should be scary as well.
I can probably see the Jets taking Penei Sewell out of Oregon with that number 2 pick.
Yeah.
And then later in the round, I can see him going for a wide receiver.
Possibly.
I don't know who would be left on the board. I don't think Devontae Smith for sure is going to be off the board. Jalen Waddle's probably going to be off the board.
Mm-hmm. Alabama still has like 2 decent receivers as well. LSU's so trash, dude. They're so trash this year. I didn't even keep up with LSU this year.
Jamar Chase is coming out. He's going to be high first round pick too.
What about Justin Fields? I haven't heard too much about him going anywhere. Where is he projected to go?
I'm trying to avoid like seeing him in the top 5 of anybody's draft board.
No, I'd see either Lawrence and Bama's QB in the top 5, maybe. I can see the Falcons picking up
I can see
Bama's
that.
QB.
I can see him taking what's his name? Wilson. I don't know his last or first name. Out of BYU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like that move actually. Alabama's QB to the Falcons.
Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible.
I can see that. That'd be good.
I think for sure. I think talent-wise, the top 3 quarterbacks are probably Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Mac Jones.
Yeah. What about Georgia's QB or Notre Dame's?
I mean, I don't think Notre Dame was good this year. I know they had a great record. I know they beat.
Yeah.
In my mind, I put beat Clemson in quotations.
Yeah.
Because Trevor Lawrence wasn't there.
Yeah.
And they barely outlasted
Exactly.
like their freshman backup.
Mm-hmm.
And they still gave up 45 points.
Yeah.
Like they didn't outplay Clemson.
Exactly.
They just got lucky that they kicked a field goal.
Yeah. I mean, that's how every college game is. It's always high scoring.
When everybody on Clemson's team was healthy, they kicked the shit out of them in the ACC championship game.
Yeah. But this draft is definitely going to be interesting. But I think the best move, like this, probably these past 2 weeks, is the Steelers definitely picking up Haskins. Like, I don't know if you see it, but I see it as a really good ass move. That was so smart. Like, y'all picked them up before anyone else. Like, I saw Saints picking them up, but like, it was good because none of your backups are actually like worth. Like, I don't see him being good. Rudolph, maybe, but no. But if y'all don't pick up a running back, y'all are gonna struggle.
But yeah, I can see the pickup for Haskins kind of signaling that we're going to draft a running back.
You better. I mean, if you guys want any
Haskins,
chance.
was this his second year? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't remember if he was a rookie or not, but he's not.
Yeah, that's a huge pickup. And you guys have weapons and everything, and your defense is not too bad. Literally, TJ Watt is carrying.
Yeah, I saw probably one of the dumbest articles I've ever read this week. That the Steelers should trade TJ Watt to the Texans for Deshaun Watson.
That's so dumb.
Because
why'd you do that?
I mean,
that's so dumb.
Fontuit and Cam Hayward are really good on the D line, but they're old.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Highsmith played really well this year, but I mean, I still think he's kind of unproven.
Yeah, give Dupree his money as well. There you go, got another weapon.
So I think right now we're.
But
I think depending on Ben, we're either 20 under or 20 over, depending on his like $41 million decision of if he comes back or not.
Yeah. I mean, if Ben was smart, I'd stay, take all the money you can, and get the fuck out.
I mean, I think this is his time to retire. This is his last. A bad year to dip after starting 11-0 and then losing a wild card game.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
If you've got this, like, care for the franchise that you talk about, let us use the money that we'd be almost wasting on you to actually go build something.
Yeah. Yeah, if we really cared. But Ben's
unless we get a franchise quarterback soon, we're going to be a rebuilding team for a while.
Yeah, are going to be like the Jaguars. And as a Ravens fan, I wouldn't mind that. Shoot, that's one less problem for us.
I think our defense is going to need some work. It's going to be good to have Devin Bush back, but I think Joe Hayden is leaving. I'm not sure if he's retiring, but I know his contract's expiring, and he might be done as a Steeler at least.
Mm-hmm. Go sign like a 1 year, 2 year deal somewhere for the money.
Steven Nelson has been really good. I was kind of surprised he was as good as he was for the 2 years that he's been here so far. That Minka trade has for sure paid off.
Yeah, it's great. I should pick up Earl Thomas, actually. That wouldn't be too bad.
Well, Edmonds hasn't been terrible, but I think this is a contract year for him, too. But just going back to the TJ Watt, Deshaun Watson trade, that's so stupid.
Deshaun Watson's definitely worth more.
If it was the other way around and it was the Texans trading away a good player for a quarterback, I could see it happening. But nobody in their right mind with a smart front office is going to trade away their best defensive weapon for a quarterback that the offense doesn't really need you to be a superstar.
Exactly.
I mean, Ben for a while has not been a superstar.
Yeah.
He's been great.
He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
But hasn't had that superstar status because we can't win a fucking playoff game.
Wow. Yeah. Big Ben's time is.
I mean, currently, the Steelers' offense doesn't need a superstar quarterback. It needs somebody right now that can kind of hold on to the reins while we find a franchise guy and just kind of like skate by almost.
Mm-hmm. I need to be that one like the Rams, like be that defensive team, known as a defensive team till you find someone who's good at quarterback.
I really think we need to work on our run defense this year.
Yeah, because as Ravens, we ran all over you twice, both games. Really, yeah. Get some big guys. You guys could probably sign Brandon Williams off of us. I don't see him staying. He's a run stopper. Because Calais Campbell's staying and Derek Wolfe is staying, so we have like two main run stoppers. But Brandon Williams, I don't see him staying. Y'all could pick him up. It wouldn't be too bad. He's big. God
I mean,
damn.
if Ben comes back, we literally don't have money to pay anybody.
No, you have no money at all. But Ben's definitely coming back. He's getting that 41 mil. Dipping. He might do that and purposely get injured during the season and dip.
I mean, I was kind of surprised that he came back for this year. Since his injury last year kind of sidelined him for the entire season.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of hoping right now that he doesn't, just so we have the money. Because we don't need to be spending $41 million on one quarterback for 1 year when there's younger guys
that's not gonna
are gonna be asking for the money.
Yeah. Juju's gonna ask for it. For sure. I don't know, is Juju's contract expiring this year? Yeah, so Juju's gonna ask for that money. I could see it. Yeah, because he really is the face of the Steelers. That's the first player that comes to mind when I think of the Steelers. Now, either Big Ben or him.
I mean, if you gave me the option, I would probably take anybody over Big Ben, except for maybe James Conner. If it was between paying Ben just to come back next year or to give James Conner a big deal, I would take Big Ben 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, you guys have to do something with James Carter. Like either trade him or get rid of him and get some extra, cap room or something.
I mean, maybe
Something
if
like
we
that.
get a good running back, he can be a solid backup. But I don't even know about that.
Yeah, back up all that money.
No, we're paying him way too much.
No, exactly. And I'm saying just get rid of him.
I mean, I could see us maybe putting him in a package to trade to, like, I don't know, the Lions, the Niners, somebody like that.
Maybe.
Because the Lions are looking to trade Matt Stafford now for
Yup.
sure. Because that just came out that they
because they're partying.
are looking for trade partners.
I mean, I really don't see Matthew Sanford going anywhere. I mean, he's been in the league for so long, but I don't think they're like the Lions were like decent for a bit. I don't know if they made the
Lions
playoffs.
have never had a defense.
Yeah. Like when Calvin Johnson was there, they were actually a threat, but other ass. I don't know what team do you think he'd be good on?
I would be happy to see him on the Steelers. For sure. Yeah.
Really?
He's a little younger than Ben. He's got the arm for sure. He's definitely a throwing quarterback, and we're a vertical offense.
I mean, that could work if you put Haskins as backup and put him as starting and get rid of Rudolph and the other dude you guys have. Yeah, that could work actually. Yeah, that's not bad. Stanford for Connor.
I mean, he is 32.
Maybe add like
almost 30. He's
pick
33
mm-hmm.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks like Breeze
But,
and Brady playing in their 40s. So yeah,
if he finds the right team, he can still be in the league till he's 39, 40.
What about Matt Ryan? Y'all could pick him up either too as well. I don't see him staying on the Falcons this year.
There's no reason to. The Falcons also can't build a defense, and their offensive line is terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this offseason is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I've seen a few rumors.
A lot of players leaving.
Well, I know for sure that Vance McDonald is retired. He retired this week, and I saw some rumors that Marquise Pouncey is going to retire also.
Yeah, especially after that mistake he had. People are just going to remember him by that one mistake. So I'd retire.
So I'd like to see us make a move. If it requires the first round pick to go with Connor for Stafford or something like that, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Matt Stafford deserves to get the fuck out of Detroit.
Yeah.
Because they've had two good receivers, but
they're losing Kelly and
they haven't done anything for him. Like, the Texans haven't done anything for Watson. The Falcons haven't done anything for Matt Ryan. They just kind of expect you to be good because of where they drafted you at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, guys that are doing good right now, Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. If you're somewhere without weapons and you're not protected, you're not going to play well. That's just what it is. It doesn't matter how talented you are.
Exactly. Baker has weapons. The Bills brought over Diggs. That was probably one of the smartest moves ever. Like, those are good coaches actually giving their teams weapons. Just the Ravens need one. The Ravens really need a receiver so bad in order for us to actually have a chance for the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't be disappointed if the Steelers went and got Mark Ingram also.
Not bad, yeah.
I wanted them to get him this past offseason when he was free agent off the Saints.
Mm-hmm. He had I think he had 1,000-yard season last year
sure
with the Ravens. So yeah, he's not bad, yeah. And then maybe us pick up Pouncey, maybe. because we really need a center. I hope we trade up for a better first round pick and get a center because we really, really need one so bad. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I can't even tell you how many games we've lost because of that. We lost the Bills game because of it. I think we lost maybe the Titans game because of it as well. And I don't know about the Chiefs. Maybe the Steelers game. So yeah, we've always had similar problems. Just knowing that Lamar got injured because of it, that's a sign that you need one. But yeah, this offseason should be fun to talk about. We'll have a lot to talk about, these next couple episodes.
Yeah, I think we might do a slightly different structure next week. Maybe a double episode. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Could. But before we wrap this up, did you watch the McGregor
I didn't
fight?
watch it, but the memes were pretty fun to see.
Oh, yeah, they were funny. I watched that, and he got his shit rocked so bad. It was a good fight, though.
Do you think he stays out of retirement, or do you think he just retires again?
Oh, yeah, he's not retiring. No, he can't retire after a loss like that. I feel like he's going to focus on his UFC career because something like that, yeah, he's definitely going to focus on it. And, all the rumors with Jake Paul trying to fight him and shit, yeah, he's not going to take that fight.
I mean,
I'd
like to see him go fight Jake Paul and just rock his shit.
Yeah, I wanted to rock his shit as well, yeah.
But, I mean, I think McGregor's been bad ever since he calmed down.
Yeah, he's ranked 10, 11?
He used to be really good when he was cocky.
Lightweight. Yeah.
Which he was an asshole to listen to, but he was winning fights. Humbled. But now he's like, I mean, he thanked the guy that beat him after he knocked him out. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, he was humble. Very humble. It's him and Khabib. He just can't beat. Khabib is like his enemy. I want to see that fight again, actually. But I don't know if Khabib will come out of retirement.
I don't think Khabib takes that fight because, I mean, McGregor needs it more than Khabib does.
Yeah. But it was a good fight to watch. Got his ass rocked. Fun to watch. And he's definitely, I feel like he's going to stay. But I think that should wrap it up for this episode.
Probably do predictions next week.
Yeah. What was this, an hour 30?
Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll just kind of figure it out next week what we want to record about. Since there's not a Pro Bowl, and I don't really.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I was thinking the Super Bowl was next week. So dumb.
Watching whatever the Madden Pro Bowl thing is going to be.
I mean, it might be funny to watch. But yeah, for sure. I think that should wrap it up. And I'll catch you next week then.